A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the... Ramon Marquez gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Number 22 in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. An inning in the books tonight. Still scoreless here on the show. So striding in, Francisco Cabrera. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Two-run shot to straightaway center, and that is 27 for him on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball. Francisco Cabrera will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Ryder has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Francisco Cabrera. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Come on, get there, get there.
Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 men left on.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Now on your home. So striding forward now, Francisco Cabrera. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Dig.
Hard hit ball to second. Right to him. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Francisco Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat.
Here you go. Make the turn.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So coming to the plate, Francisco Cabrera.
Francisco Cabrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Slide.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Cabrera. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get up. Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A 5-0 finish tonight. The game's future stars are on display. So digging in now, Francisco Cabrera. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Into the box now, Francisco Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Man, you smoked that thing. Atta boy, good job.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there?
Striding in, Francisco Cabrera. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Come on,
Hard hit
come on,
ball
come on.
to second. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no error. Digging in, Francisco Cabrera, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game.
At the plate, Francisco Cabrera. He'll lead it off against Tyson Ross. Here's the first pitch to him. Soft liner towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
Nice to see this guy stay with it.
Our final run score, first for the victorious Phillies.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air. Into the box now, Francisco Cabrera. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Franklin has it in his tracks. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The relay. Throw won't get him. Digging in now, Francisco Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Robinson is there. And that's the third out. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they... Now to the plate, Francisco Cabrera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Moving under it, Ishii. And that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. New Orleans is out in front, 5-2. Ready for another shot now. Francisco Cabrera. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Big A rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive.
Stepping up now, Francisco Cabrera. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Robinson. And that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors in a man. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Francisco Cabrera. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. 0-1 the count. The 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ishii is in pursuit. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And the throw in gets away from him.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings.
MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 16-team Pacific. Stepping into the box, Francisco Cabrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Fouled off. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Francisco Cabrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he goes down to get the curveball there and gets a lot of it. And he got more than enough of it. In fact, this one is gone. A home run.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single.
In now, Francisco Cabrera. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Franklin is there, and he has it for the out. Stepping into the box, Francisco Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Big A leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. High in the air out to center field. Ishii on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in, Francisco Cabrera. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard liner toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Yeah, that ball's
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field.
Hey, the more things change, the more they just stay the same for this guy. That's save number 45 of the year. He's taking advantage of.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight it's game 3 of this. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Francisco Cabrera, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Striding in once again, Francisco Cabrera comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Yeah, the ball's hit hard.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to...
Digging in, Francisco Cabrera. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could... So stepping in, Francisco Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall. And he'll get in at second base as the tying run's aboard with a leadoff double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his head. Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
The game's future star. Striding into the box, Francisco Cabrera. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Stepping up to the plate, Francisco Cabrera, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep.
Take a turn. Look.
And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Cabrera brings in a batting line above the .450 mark. Do not sleep on his at-bats, folks.
These are the stats.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off.
Digging in and looking for more, Francisco Cabrera. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher.
Ready now, Francisco Cabrera. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run.
I know he's still in AAA, but this guy has some swagger and the tools to make some noise in the show.
Now at the plate, Francisco Cabrera. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Attaboy, great
Dan,
job.
from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
10-6, the final score in this game. New Orleans put a 10 spot on the scoreboard. Minor League Baseball is live and on the... Coming to the plate now, Francisco Cabrera, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Coming to the plate now, Francisco Cabrera. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Line drive to center field. Fowler is right there, 1 down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he did.
Now at the plate, Francisco Cabrera.
Francisco Cabrera.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run will score from second as they double him up now. It's 4-2.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel.
Now batting, Francisco Cabrera. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Weston sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Baby Cakes seal up their 30th win at home. Now on your home for minor league baseball. Number 57 is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Now the relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, with 2 away, the man on first, he was...
Digging in for his second at-bat, Francisco Cabrera. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card.
Leading off the inning, Francisco Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind.
Settling in now, Francisco Cabrera, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Fowler is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-2 the final score tonight. MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues. Into the box, Francisco Cabrera. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Francisco Cabrera.
High and deep to right center. Weston going back, still going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
I know he's still in AAA, but this guy has some swagger.
Standing in, Francisco Cabrera. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First offering on its way.
Come on,
double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
That's a great example there of why this.
Now at the plate, Francisco Cabrera.
Francisco Cabrera.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
I see you working, big guy. Good job.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Cabrera. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 9th inning coming up. And tonight's comes to a conclusion. 6-1 the final. Nashville led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Kendall Graveman gets to double digits. The game's future stars are on display. Standing in, Francisco Cabrera. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. First pitch on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Lopez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Digging in, Francisco Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Hard liner to center field. Lopez patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
At the plate, Francisco Cabrera.
Francisco Cabrera.
First delivery to him on the way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Softly hit out towards short. And that's the 2nd out. Now in the box, Francisco Cabrera. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible.
And he has come through, as this ought to be enough to get him the lead. 2 runs have scored. And a big insurance run comes around to score from first. It's 4-2.
Boy, those have to feel good.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Baby Cakes used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Eric Lopez wins in relief for the 8th time this year. Vinny Berkowitz wraps it up for the save, his 46th. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Stepping in, Francisco Cabrera, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Ready for another chance? Francisco Cabrera. He reached on a single in his first try. Lined hard toward right center. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Digging in to try it again, Francisco Cabrera. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. This is pulled into right. Bonifacio is right there as he takes it for the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the... Digging in once again, Francisco Cabrera. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2.
Well, listen, you always want to finish strong, and they've done a real good job here, notching a win on the first day of September. They're hoping that's a sign of good things to come in this final month of the season.
11-1 at the end of this one. The Storm chase. Minor league baseball is live. Leading off the inning, Francisco Cabrera, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now at the plate, Francisco Cabrera. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So striding in, Francisco Cabrera, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Cleveland is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors. So here's the cleanup hitter, Francisco Cabrera. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Lopez racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Ready once again, Francisco Cabrera. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field.
Find the ball.
But that'll be off the wall in right center. And they're going to walk off here with a 6-5 victory.
Our final run score, first for the victorious Baby Kids.
MLB The Show's tour of the minor league. So striding forward now, Francisco Cabrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Lopez ranging back to the track, to the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 31 for At the plate, Francisco Cabrera. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. He pulls this one into right. Bonifacio is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Cabrera comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Go hard,
Hit
go
ball
hard,
to
go hard.
second. Salazar gloves it. In time to first, and there are two away. So coming to the plate, Francisco Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Lopez is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. 11-3 the final score in this contest. The Storm Chasers put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Corey Dickinson earns his 8th.
Playoff situations in the minors are invaluable opportunities to teach young players and to learn about them.
And with 2 on and 2 away, it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter in this spot.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Cabrera.
Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Come on, get out, get out, get out.
And the run will come in to score from second as they've cut the lead in half to 4-2 now. Alex Fernandez is on to pitch from the bullpen now.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our... The game's future star. Into the box now, Francisco Cabrera. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already...
Riding in, Francisco Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
It's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases.
So digging in now, Francisco Cabrera due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Cortez is there, and he has it for the first out.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory.
Being in a hole in a minor league playoff series means an opportunity to teach young men about facing adversity.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Digging in, Francisco Cabrera. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. Broxton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. At the plate, Francisco Cabrera.
Francisco Cabrera.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cortez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Francisco Cabrera, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Francisco Cabrera, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. On the ground to the right side and through, a base hit. 1 run scores. He's safe at the plate, and in the late stages of Game 3, they've broken the tie. Now to the plate, Francisco Cabrera, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. First offering on its way. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
I know they say some.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily